The first half is the story about the nunnery and some of the rather naughty things that the nuns got up to and some of the good things. Then the town was very fortunate at the dissolution of the monasteries to be able to buy the abbey, and it's been the parish church ever since, and we actually have, of course, more information in the more recent centuries, and so quite a lot of the book is the story of the parish church. At the dissolution of the monasteries, most monasteries, of course, were completely pulled down. The people of Romsey were able to save this abbey church, although the monastery buildings were lost, because they were already worshipping in part of the abbey, and so it was their parish church. And so eventually they were permitted to purchase the abbey for £100, which was a lot of money in those days, and it's been the parish church ever since. So they then acquired the entire building. We have the deed of sale. It has Henry VIII's signature at the bottom, and in the first initial letter, H, there's what's almost certainly a picture of Henry VIII sitting on a chair within the round section of the H. This is probably at least the third church on the site, and this one was built by the Normans. Before it there was a Saxon church, a stone Saxon church, and the foundations of it were discovered by chance early in, I think it was 1902, when they were lifting the floor, and part of those foundations have been left so that anyone can have a look at them. We're very fortunate to have two very special things which remain from that Saxon church. One is this Saxon crucifix here, and we have another one outside which is almost life-size, again with Christ on the cross, reigning triumphant, and he's not writhing in agony as he was in later crucifixes. So we have one here, which is the oldest artefact in the abbey, probably going back to soon after the abbey was refounded in 967. It's the end of that century. And outside we have another one that's a little bit younger. It's probably just about 1,000 years old now, but again shows Christ reigning from the cross and the hand of God coming down saying, "This is my beloved Son." One of the things that interests a lot of people about Romsey Abbey is that Lord Mountbatten is buried here, and we get a lot of people who come in just specially to spend a bit of time by his tomb. So he was greatly loved by Romsey, and we're very honoured that he's buried here rather than in Westminster Abbey. In December 2013, we were given another statue by Peter Eugene Ball, who also did the statue we already had of St. Nicholas. And this one is another modern crucifix, purposely designed to be the modern equivalent of these Saxon ones. It's Christ reigning triumphant on the cross in very modern format, but in the opposite apse at the east end of the church, so they balance each other. And as the vicar said at the time, we've got what is probably the oldest rood or crucifix in the country, or one of them anyway, and certainly the newest, both in the same building.